Yep, there we go.
Prepare for battle.
Okay. So a quick run through of the lineup again, since I don't know where we're going to start this off in the recording. SMYT has Faceless Void, Death Prophet, Dark Seer, Sand King, and Dazzle. Go Tidehunter has Gyrocopter, Nyx Assassin, Invoker, Bane, and Silencer. Looks like everyone's going into their lanes now, and I'm going to see 2 people mid, actually. Looks like all 5 are going mid. We're going to see some pings out. 3 bottom. Looks like nobody's in their initial lanes yet, except for the Silencer and the Invoker. Safe lane Invoker, and it looks like it's going to be a offensive tri-lane. You're going to see all 5 of these, of the Radiant side, going top, and is my co-caster friend there. Rob, are you there? No, it does not seem like you are.
I'll take over for him. You have a 5-man smoke gank going up, trying to catch out, probably trying to at least just to ward or check out their jungle, see what's going on up here.
Yep, they might run into the Invoker, which could be a big issue.
Well, Void just revealed himself to the tier 2 tower, and you see massive amounts of pings going out. Invoker knows what's up. He's just pinged the Void.
Mm-hmm. He should be safe.
If Dazzle, they're like right on the cusp.
Yep.
Okay, they're all just gonna back out. Yeah, Void got too close to that tier 2 tower, completely revealed himself. Pretty much gave up the smoke gank, especially because of where Invoker was positioned. They may have been able to pick him off.
Right, I should be back now.
Go ahead.
Alright, good. Yeah, Mumble crashed, which was fun. So,
Looks like
we are going to see, the tri lane rotate into the bottom, so it is going to be a defensive try versus try.
Yeah. Which is why the Dazzle was picked up, so that he can ensure some heals on the Faceless Void, hopefully help him from not dying.
And there was a ward here, so the Dire have seen this tri lane rotate into the lane, and whether they're going to go for a quick gank or they're just going to play it safe, we'll be able to see now.
Yeah. With the Bane, they'll be able to set up loads of kills, though, if they play it right.
With the stun coming out from the Nyx as well. I'd like to see this Faceless Void just shut down. I mean, I know it's not a nice thing to say, but just to see what the Gyrocopter can do and this tri-lane can do against them.
Yeah, you don't see Gyrocopter too oftenly on offensive tri-lane. He's usually defensive. Also,
and the Darkseid. Oh, go on.
I'm also curious to see how the Invoker's gonna scale and like how well he's gonna do in this solo lane.
Yeah, I was just looking at this. Because obviously the creep wave's going down quickly for the Invoker, so this Radiant lane's just pushing up with this Ion Shell on him, and it's just I don't see how the Invoker's going to be able to stay there for too long.
Yep, he's gonna take a lot of harass. And if this DP can get some early game from him, that can completely change the tides of the game.
And this, if you can see the wards in the Radiant jungle just stopping this creep camp from being able to stack, stopping them from pulling the wave in. Meaning that you won't be denied any XP here.
It's going to be really expensive for Show Me Your Tangos if they do lose this tri-lane bottom.
Yeah, especially if they decide to put wards towards figuring out where they are. I mean, this sentry ward's going to fade now, but still, they've still got the observer ward here, which can show any rotations in. So ganking this lane on bottom is going to be a real problem for the Radiant.
Looks like I already have a Ring of Basilius up on the Death Prophet. I feel like things are going to change a lot for her once she gets her ulti up. Maybe she'll be able to take a really early kill, or maybe even a tower really early.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see if anyone mid goes for a bottle. Just to keep the mana up, keep the health up, control those runes. I mean, silence is a good pickup here because it means that if the Death Prophet wants to get in close and really wants to focus him down, then she has to deal with 3 silences before she can actually get at him.
Yeah. It looks like so far the Dire is leading in last hits just by a few, but all 3 of their pretty much core heroes are the ones leading in last hits.
Yeah, you can see the Faceless Void now, only on 5 last hits. That's not going to be great for his farm. For his items, even for his build, he needs to, get those early last hits in so he can build towards his items and be effective late game.
DP already going back to base, got damaged down a lot there. With the last word and the Curse of the Silent Harass. It looks like that's what he's focusing on with no levels in the glaives.
Right, I've just been told I need to sort out my mumble settings, so give me a minute and I'll sort this out.
Okay. And it looks like, things are still going Gyrocopter's way in this bottom lane with 22 CS on him. 1,000 gold up, probably going back and buy a pair of boots really soon. Invoker also looking pretty good with 19 CS. Phase boots up on him.
Also want to point out that his last hitting, like Invoker's last hitting's been really good. I mean, he's 19 for 5. He already has phase boots up, but he's also going the Quas Wex build. So even though Darkseer is pushing him back under his tower, like he's outlast hitting a Darkseer who's just double Ion Shell spamming his lane. That's pretty impressive. And now you actually have an entire lane rotation with the entire defensive tri lane of Show Me Your Tangos moving up to the top lane and Darkseer switching with them and going to the bottom.
Yeah, this could be really smart. They decide to switch to lanes because they know it's not working out, so they just switch it before it's an inevitable loss for the Faceless Void. But will the Darkseer do well on the bottom? Hopefully. We'll have to see. He might actually die if he's not careful. I could go for the same thing up here on the top lane for the Invoker. And looks like Silence is taking a lot of harass. He hasn't really bought anything yet. 1,500 gold up on him. I'm wondering if he's going to go straight into... He goes straight into treads and more regen. And still, it's going to be the 3 Dire heroes leading in the last hits. And it is really impressive how well the Invoker's doing for the situation he's in. But now he gets stunned up. We might see some people initiating on him. No, it looks like it was just some harass. His Dazzle was not even close enough, nor did he have the mana.
If you look at this defensive tri-lane, or this offensive tri-lane, you do see that Gyro has 32 last hits, but if you also look at his supports, like, they're actually, even though they have very few last hits, I mean, they've just been zoning the entire time, and they also have wards and sentries on both of them, like, they're ready to completely shut this down. You see a fresh ward going out to stop this, stop their pulse spawn as well.
Yeah.
And they just counter-warded, even though it's got, like, 5 seconds left on it.
Yeah, they're just making sure they have all that map control, which will really help them out. You're gonna see that Death Prophet does have her level 6 now, and hopefully she'll be looking to push a tower soon with that. Or at least damage one down. She can definitely get one down to half health with just a level 1 ulting. Boker's still having no problems up here on top lane with 30 CS. Slowed down a little bit, but he's still not that behind at all compared to the Radiant side.
I mean, what's also more important is that they rotated their tri-lane up to try and get Void more farm, and he still only has 10 CS. And I mean, they they moved him up there about 3 minutes ago. So, I mean, for 3 minutes, 6 waves, 6 times 4, 24. So he's gotten, like, no CS in the last 3 minutes as well, even though all 3 of them are up there. And I mean, comparatively, you look at the hero levels real quick. You have Gyro at 4, Nyx at 4, and Bane at 3. Okay, so the tri-lanes are tied level-wise, but last hit-wise, it's getting kind of out of control.
Yeah, and Bane actually purchases a smoke, so they're probably going to look to roam, and maybe even take out mid. Here they go. They could actually get a good kill here, and they look like they already have the map drawn out to go middle. They might be able to get a first blood on DP, and that'll be really good for them. Extend their lead even farther. DP backs up. I don't know if she's been spotted She spotted them. Doesn't look like it. They don't have any wards around there.
Almost had that.
She's in a really dangerous spot now. Here comes the Nightmare. Comes around. Here's the stun just in a few seconds. And there you go. This should be first blood. They're focusing her down. And there she goes. First blood goes to the Nyx assassin. And there you go. Very well executed by Go Tidehunter.
Now, if you notice, they waited until she was in the low. She waited until she was not on her high ground and was on the low ground, so she would not be able to see them coming in from the side until it was too late.
Yep.
Very good play by the supports of Go Tidehunter.
And there was just about nothing she could do because Silencer has been harassing her down so much that she didn't even have a mana for even a Silence if she even leveled that. Yes, she did. She only has one level on it anyways. Silencer looks like he is going to transition top. Maybe to try to pick off the Faceless Void because he's very low on health. Let's see what happens there.
Yeah, Void's only level 5 too. He doesn't have his defensive chrono. They saw him. They know he's there because of that ward. So
Yep.
you notice they all just fall back immediately.
Yep. Darkseer is starting to catch up on CS, so 35 on him. He's actually surviving quite well in this lane with the amount of stuns they have.
I mean, it does make sense though, since the support's roamed out and all that he has to do is double Ion Shell. I mean, you look at Gyrocopter, wow. He just lost 2/3 of his life, if not more.
Yeah.
Just from double Ion Shell harass. I mean, if you leave, and we have a gank going on top with
So.
Silence being used, Invoker used Cold Snap and whatever the other spell's called, Impulse, Mana Burn, I'm brain farting here, EMP, excuse me, and they're able to take out the Faceless Void, as well as nuke down the Dazzles, who's going to have to go back and heal. Good pickoff.
And that's what they're going to be able to do constantly with the Silencer ultis, be able to pick off kills without them being able to, like, defend themselves.
Well, I mean, and that's, yeah, but I mean, the Silencer, like, when you look at the draft, the Silencer was a really big pickup because when you look at Show Me Your Tangos lineup, they are so wholly dependent upon their spells. I mean, Void's going to hit 6 and he'll eventually get some farm going, but he's going to time walk in.
Darkseer down on the
yeah,
bottom.
Darkseer's going down. He got nightmared off.
He might actually get away here. And
got an Impale stun in 4 seconds.
he needs another Surge, and he gets
Boom,
picked
mana
off.
burn. And then they pick off the Sand King again with a combination of Last Word and Glaives. But
Yeah.
going back to how important the Silencer is, though, I mean, Void's gonna time walk into a team fight, and all Silencer has to do is ulti.
Middle tower is under attack.
Yeah.
And Chrono's now a dead duck because then backtrack is silenced as well.
They just can get their positioning right and do everything correctly. They should be able to get really good teamfights off, and that'll win them this
Radiant's
game.
bottom tower is under attack.
They're going to take bottom tower as well, which is going to make Gyro's lead even farther ahead than what it was with 60 CS up on him.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
I'm back now. My settings should be fine. I hope they're fine anyway. But we're going to see. I mean, if you look at the top now, this tri lane, the Death Prophet rotating top, it looks like everything's going to be going onto this Invoker, trying to get a gank up top.
You have 4 people up on here. With her ulti, they should be able to take an easy tower if that's what they're looking for. Silencer does bump into the Void, and what they go for? Void jumps out, and now it is just Death Prophet alone. They decide to back up.
Haste.
Deza will survive, but he has very little health. But while they're wasting all this time top, Gyro's just farming away on bottom, and they're doing nothing to stop him, and this is going to get out of control really, really fast.
Yep, I mean, if you look at the Gyrocopter's items, he's already got his phase boots and his drums. I don't know whether you've just talked about this while I've been sorting out the settings, but and he's already on another 1,000 gold, so he's going to snowball quite quickly.
And they're already taking down the DP with all their spells, being able to do it real quick. Gyrocopter ulti does go out, but the Shallow Grave is going to let him live for now until it ends, and then he is dead.
The silence is getting pretty low as well with these tower attacks, and if, well, I suppose Dazzle on a Sand King couldn't go on all 4, and Gyrocopter's going to teleport top now just to push this lane back.
Looks like they're going to try to take this top tower now as well, especially since they got bottom. They don't have too many towers to worry about. They can just keep this lead on towers and kills, then this should be a really easy game for them.
Yep, Show Me Your Tangos really need to pull something out of the bag now, even if it's just sending the Faceless Void into the jungle to get some firm up to finish some items.
Fallen.
Now the courier's died as well. I don't know if we mentioned that. I'm just gonna give him a bit more gold. I'm gonna see just about everyone though, besides DP. DP seems to be the only one with a good amount of gold on their team. Everyone else on Show Me Your Tangos has like a big deficit. Dazzle got about 11 minutes Soul Ring, and same thing with SK, only has boots and looks like he is going into an urn.
If you look at the net worth, you can see that the Faceless Void, who should be right near the top, you know, that's where you want to be seeing him. He's right down on the bottom. He's in the fourth lowest position there, and that's really not where you want to see him.
They're going to focus down the Darkseer here, throw out the ultis, but will they be able to pick him off? Here comes the Silencer nuke, and there he goes. Bane's going to ulti the DP, and that's going to be a pick off for her too.
And it looks like this tower is just going to be forfeit in the mid, because all five... Go Tidehunter are just playing 5-man Dota now, and when your main carry is so under level, there's nothing you can really do to push this back, again, apart from letting him farm and hoping it goes really late game.
Looks like they're going to keep on going here, waiting in the shadows. Here they come. They Nightmare the SK, and just more stuns go up on him. But the Shallowgrave is up here. Will this be able to let him survive? And then Nyx just barely going to get away. Maybe, yes, with the Spike Carapace is actually going to be able to survive here. 10 health. Going to be really close, and no, he does not survive. Will we see an Invoker Sunstrike, though? No, it does not look like we will. He does not have any levels into Exord anyways, so yeah, we will not.
That is a shame. He is going for that Oblivion Staff, just for the extra damage, to be able to silence. And again, another silence there, and it's not like they have enough silences anyway.
Looks like they're going to go into DP, and that's going to be a pick off for that. And we also have a Yasha coming in for the Gyrocopter, which is really good, and it's going to be a Manta later on.
And you can see now, last hit's Gyrocopter, 91, and this Faceless Void on the bottom, he's only got 23. And it looks like he's still working towards his Battle Fury, whether he's going to change his item build and go for something else, but we're going to have to wait and see.
I feel like the Battle Fury would be a really bad idea to go at this point. They need something that can actually change the game, because if they wait till 50 minutes this game, I just don't think it's going to work out for them.
And you can see that the Gyrocopter's just getting free farm on the top now, and he's already, like you say, he's already got up to his Yasha. He's got his Ring of Aquila, and it's just, how are they going to shut him down?
They actually try to stun him, but they miss. His movement speed is just really fast right now with that Yasha just being picked up, and the drums, of course.
And there's no real... You've got the Burrow Strike on the Sand King, but there's no other stuns that you could, keep that Gyrocopter in one position, keep him neutralized while you just burst him down.
Yeah, and it looks like Silencer is going to be stacking some Ancients so that as soon as Gyro's done free farming the top lane, he can go bottom and get even more farm.
And Invoker looks like Darkseer is going to come up and try and stop this Invoker from getting any farm, throwing the Iron Shells on the creeps and then just backing off.
More silence is coming out as he's getting an Orchid recipe is coming to him right now, and that'll really help because of all their spells and their spell dependencies.
And it looks like Bane and Silencer are hanging around the mid. Are they going to try and take a team a fight here, or... Oh, Nyx is there as well.
Nightmare goes out on the DP, and now Nyx is just waiting for a good stun opportunity and does get it on the Dazzle, while everyone else focuses down the DP, and now the DP will fall along with the Dazzle.
This is going to be... Honestly, if Show Me Your Tangos come back into this, this is going to be the best match I've seen today. I haven't seen any matches today, but still be the best match.
Yep. You can actually see Gyrocopter giving Faceless Void a lot of harass.
And I feel one good ulti from Faceless Void on the Gyrocopter, I don't know, we see it's on cooldown, so he must have used it earlier, but one good ulti on that Gyrocopter, because he's not a strength hero, his main build isn't into his health. I think the Faceless Void would be able to take him down.
And they did pick off the Darkseer there with the smoke. And they already pulled the GG well played, and the game is done. 18 minutes in, 1-13 is the score.
Quick match. Again, the die looked like they were setting up to take Death Prophet down, and I guess Show Me Your Tangos just realised there was no way back from a 13 kill lead and 3-4 towers lead now.
Mm-hmm.